Page 20, the Coronation. I did not do a video on pages 18 and 19 because those are kind of technical studies for the fingers, and I just don't think you need my help with those. Just do what they're telling you to do and play the notes the way they're telling you to play the notes, and watch the fingering very carefully on those, and you'll be fine. If you have questions about any of them, you're free to ask me. I don't put a lot of stress in finger exercises like that or studies like that. You can always go do the hand-in or the charity stuff if you want to do it. They're fun to do. I enjoy them very much. As far as the technique and all that, I use mainly scales and arpeggios for that. But for the Coronation, let's talk about this just a little bit. At the top of page 20, they're introducing a thing called a coda. They talk about it up above. A coda is just a tailpiece to a piece of music. You could probably play the piece of music fine and leave off the coda, and nobody would know the difference unless they knew the piece. At the bottom of page 21, the last two lines, that's the coda. It's just an extra afterthought they've stuck onto the music that kind of end it. Lots of composers use codas. You can have an introduction at the beginning to introduce the piece. You can have a coda at the end to say, yeah, we're done now. There's nothing in the Coronation really that's new. I will point out a few little things I think you need to keep in mind. I don't think there's anything here that's going to trip you up. It is in D major. That's two sharps, F sharp and C sharp. So all the Fs and all the Cs are going to be sharped. The pattern you see in the first line is all over the place. So if you get that fine, you've got it. So you have triplets in the left hand. So it's 1 and 2 and 3. Rest, right? 1 and 2 and 3, rest. Second measure, remember the staccatos? Now I would encourage you, if you could, bring out the top note in the right hand on each of these, each time you get it. In the third measure, you're going down into the A position. It's 1 and 2 and 3. 1. Rest. Type thing. That happens all over the place. Now we have a little bit of fun starting in the last line on page 20, and it goes on over to the first line on page 21. You're starting out loud, staccato. Come down a little bit. Medium soft. Softer, soft, rest. Remember the rest at the end, that's important. Then at the top of page 21, you're loud again. So, get softer. Now gradually get louder. That last note there at the end of the first line of page 21, that's not a staccato, that's a tenuto. Hang on to it as long as you possibly can. And it goes back in. There's nothing tricky in here. Let's just try it out and see what happens. It says lively. I'm not going to do it lively. You can do it lively. Have fun doing it lively. So, hands in D position. Well, the left hand is. The right hand's actually in an extended D position because you want the octave, right? So you're here. Foot's on the pedal. As far as talking about the pedal, I would pedal it the way they're showing. It seems to be fine. It's just, I like to hear break between the phrases if it comes up. All right, otherwise, just play it the way they're showing you. You're fine. 1, 2, ready and go and rest. 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 I don't know if there's any recordings of this available or not. To give you an idea, I will attempt to tell you how, this is how I would play it, okay?